Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Cad, and I'm here with my queen, Jolene. She's doing the filming like she always does. She does a fantastic job. What we have is me and Jolene pushed the truck out first thing this morning because basically what we're going to do today is we're going to try to fabricate. No, I keep saying we try. Just being modest, I guess. We are going to fabricate the piece that goes up here by the stack and then goes all the way back down to the elbow we got down there. If you come take a look at what's on the picture here, we're trying to stay, you know, somewhere as close to that. If things change or different, we just keep on flowing. The truck is telling us how it wants to be built. But basically, we're going to try to build this top piece first, the piece of exhaust pipe that goes all the way along there. And I've got it drawn with a crown. So the piece of exhaust pipe, I don't know how long this is right now, never measured it. I think a little over 15 feet, so probably 16 feet with the crown in it. That's what we're gonna make, the crown for that piece. So we're gonna have to weld a piece of exhaust on here. We're gonna come up straight. We're gonna try to come straight with the running board, I mean stack. We're gonna try to come up straight with that, and then we'll run it down to the back. It's gonna be a little bit difficult probably to start with, but we're going to go for it. Just before we start this, we got the other side all braced up. We'll just go over what we got done. We got the other side all braced up. We got the square tubing all put in there. And for the people that think it's not strong enough, I'm going to try to convince you. This is what I'm saying. I don't know which way is the better place to film, here or there. And when I try to convince you, I try to convince myself, because I have to talk it over with myself to know whether it's going to work or not. And as I'm talking to myself, I've convinced myself that it's going to work. As this 3/16 angle iron comes over here, you would never bend that like that little distance there. It'd be pretty hard to bend that. There'd be quite a bit of pressure to actually bend that. As we have this sitting on the chassis, and as we got it running over here to the exhaust pipe now, we have the exhaust pipe welded. We have a piece of square stock welded underneath this angle iron down to another piece of exhaust pipe. We have the angle iron gusset from there into there, and then we have another gusset that runs from the gusset goes into the frame that comes back up to the exhaust pipe. Now, in order to bend that, you would have to bend this piece of pipe that's going straight down to the exhaust. You would have to bend this piece of exhaust, and you would have to bend that piece of exhaust, and you'd have to bend that gusset. So in all honesty, I think there's more strength there than a piece of 2x6. A piece of 2x6, once it's bent, it'll bend. But all this stuff is working against each other. Once I put a piece of 16 gauge or 14 gauge or 8th plate in here, all along here, because this is all going to be closed in, and we might put holes in it, we might not, but once this is closed in, once that's put in there, you'd also have to bend the 8th plate, rip that apart for that to come down. Because in order for this exhaust pipe, once the 8th plate's in here, for that exhaust pipe to bend, it's got to rip the material that's in between here. It's got to rip that. It's got to bend 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 the frame. So basically what I'm saying is we have got something stronger here than if you put a piece of 2x6 running across and welded an outside. So if I took a piece of 2x6 and welded on top of the chassis, bring it across, welded a piece of 2x6 across here, you'd be more apt to bend that than you would what I got going on here, is what I'm thinking. Once this is plated. In order to bend this, that means you'd have to bend that, you'd have to bend that, two pieces of exhaust pipe, and that sheet of metal in there. That's the end of it. That's all I'm saying. I think it's going good. No, it's going real good actually. Basically what I think is, what I generally do for the exhaust pipe to get it a crown in it, I want a crown from the front to the back. Generally what I do is I bang it on the ground. I think you've seen me do that before. If not, that's what I do. To get the crown from the front to the back, I've got two pieces. I thought about banging each one, then welding them together. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the piece of angle iron, get them welded together, make one piece, and make one crack at it. And I think that'll help me do that. I have to get a piece going up straight with an elbow on it. We have a little piece left over here. I found a piece in the junk pile that gives me an elbow. So what I'm thinking is I'll cut this in half, like I always do. I'll cut that in half. That'll give me an elbow to weld on top of this, and then I'll find my distance that I want to go on that. So let's cut this in half first. Let's cut that. Let's get through here a little bit. I got quite a bit to do in a little short time. Alrighty, let's cut this in half. I'm going to put on my gloves. I had my gloves here early. Okay. Yep. So you have also, you know, as we're talking about strength and that sort of stuff, it's not made for, you know, going to a junkyard and hauling on junk cars and all that stuff. It's not for that. It's for to haul Jolene's race car or to haul a car and just be easy with it. But you think about the older cars and the newer cars, how you think, well, the older cars, you know, they're much better in a collision. But they're actually not, because they're not designed for that. They're designed out of heavy metal, and heavy metal bends just as easy as any other metal. But when you have something that's structurally working against each other, that's something hard to bend. A scissor truss. We have one over there. It's got two pieces of angle iron with a piece of round rod welded and a scissor. That's super strong. It held up the school that I went in years ago. It was in the ceiling. So basically, I sort of got the same thing going on, but you have to think about that outside sill that I've put on this truck is basically going to stop anything from bending. I can use that one or this one, but I think I'm going to use this one. Just checking both, and why would I not? Okay, so that's what I'm saying is this is going to go up by the stack, and it's going to give me my round edge, and this is going to give me my part where it goes down to meet the back piece. That's going to have to be cut off. Let's get the welder going. Let's weld that on there, because I have to first get this on there. And it's going to be nice to have it outdoors, so I can stand back and take a look at it and see whether I've got it straight or not. Yeah. Put a helmet on. It's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. It's a beautiful day. Jolene made me coffee in bed this morning. She woke up 7, looking like a 10, boys. She woke up 7, looking like a 10. And twice as smart. Stick that in there. Just going to tack it. One tack lets me know, or tacks it on, holds it for me, and then when I tack it twice, it's over. Good. Just going to weld a little bit on here. A little bit of gap's always nice. Okay, that's good enough for that. Rick, you There goes Fina. Alrighty. This is where Jolene's going to step back and tell me whether, do I want it higher than the stack? I just want you to step over that way a little bit, sweetheart. And then you can tell me whether this is higher than the stack or lower than the stack. I'm not sure if I want to have it on the same height as the stack or lower than the stack. Not sure yet. That way there I know where to cut it off. What's that look like? That looks good, she says. I'm going to mark it. Jolene says it looks good, boys, mark it. Right? Mark it. Just like that. Not even hesitated. You see that, boys? Never even hesitated. Looks good. Mark it. Let's cut this off. Got a flapper wheel to knock off that sticker. Not concerned. I keep explaining it every time. I do not get concerned with gap on the exhaust because what it means is penetration. When you do not have a gap, then you're always worried about if you got enough penetration or not, or the weld's holding good enough, because it can bubble up on you. Let's get this done. I can weld it. We're doing it outside today, boys, because of the simple fact is I can't stand back and take a look at it on the inside of the garage. It's kind of too big. And to stand back and at anything, even in life, you take a minute and stand back. It makes a difference when you just take a little bit of time and stand back. You'll make a different decision sometimes. You certainly most will. You'll make a different decision. I gotta get the piece of pipe. Trying to rush it, not rush, but trying to get it done so we can get something done for the video. I don't want to, not do anything. So I'm kind of running a little bit. I think what I'm going to do, this piece here, when it comes up, it's kind of kicking. Like I don't know if that's a true 90 there. Don't know if that's a true 90 there. So it's going to have maybe a little issue there. I'm not sure. I'm going to put one on to hold it. And then we're going to adjust it, hopefully. Because it don't look, to me. And now that's going to be a hard one. Will you, sweetheart, will you go down the other end, please, with your camera and your eye? I need to know if this thing's aiming back towards that straight. Basically, I'm going to try to do this up part, but I need to know if this piece looks like it's aiming towards that piece. So you're trying to run this line here, right down to the back. What's that? Which way? Does that look okay? Huh?
No. Actually, wait, rotate it a little towards the mountain. A little more. Right there.
Just going to hold it. Now I'm going to come take a look. Because I can turn, I got one tack, right?
Okay.
Not bad. Looks nice with the exhaust pipe, or yeah, it looks nice with the stack too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like it could come over just a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look this way. Basically, when you're building something, oh, that looks good. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. That looks too good. Looks good with the stack too, wow. Now, the stack, I can probably stuck it in or let it in or out a little bit in order, rubber here to make it look good. But what was it gonna do? Is it gonna stay there or out a little bit?
Rotate it.
Just this way a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little tiny bit? Is that enough?
It didn't really rotate the top.
What's that?
Do you want the top rotated?
I don't think. I think
Okay.
that I can rotate a little bit, but you're not really going to tell up there once I weld it together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the... Looks good down there. Looks good there like that. Looks good. I can rotate a little bit. I can. I rotated a little bit, can you tell?
Yep.
Oh yeah. That looks good with the exhaust pipe too, eh?
Mm-hmm. Parallel.
What's that?
Parallel.
Parallel, yeah. Is that the word I want?
Yep.
Good's not right? I can push it back. It went ahead a little bit on me. Wonder if I can get her back a little bit. Nope. It's a hard one. That's where it matters. That looks good. Come look at it this way. What do you think? What do you think of that? That looks pretty good, eh? I start messing with it too long. Like, I mean, let's get real. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks good.
One dot at a time gives your best results on the welding, I think. My opinion. I don't know which is the exhaust. Is that smoking or is it the... That's pretty cool. We're a little... Okay, we're higher than... Okay, we went with it. That's where we're going. Now, take them back and take a look at this. And also, where I got that welded on, now I can shove it around a little bit if it has to be, you know, tweaked it anyway. Right? Mm-hmm. When it comes time, there's going to have to be a brace from that side to make sure the sides stay up. All right, we got that up there now. Now we're going for this. Turn the welder around. And I think some of the difficult part will be to match it. Can you end up picking that cord up for me just so I can turn this thing around with ease? Instead of, thank you, sweetheart, thank you. I've got to weld these two pieces together. So I'm going to make the piece that comes down now to the back piece. Here we go. It's quite exciting, actually, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? It's exciting for me. It's just called fun. It's called fun. I like having fun. This is fun for me, making something. And if you ever get the chance to make something, it's fun. So, what I'm thinking is to buy a ramp truck or a truck that hauls a car would be quite expensive, just for the simple fact is the material to make the bed on the back of it. It'd be expensive just to have that, and the time to take to make it. I'm glad that wasn't my finger. Turn that up like that. I'm going to put a little distance in between it, and I'm going to hold that together like that and weld it. We have company, obviously. The dog bell went off. Athena does a great job. She works every day. She works right along with us. Sorry, we're making a video right now.
I think it's our friends.
Oh, come on in, Stacy.
Tracy.
Tracy. Yeah, for sure. Come on in. I need your hand, probably. Perfect. These are expected guests, so it'll just be a minute. Expected guests, so basically what's going on is I'm putting a piece of pipe from that piece of... I'll explain to you in a minute. Come on in. How you guys been?
Good.
The 4 amigos, not the 3 amigos.
Yeah, there's 6 amigos.
Okay. Tracy wants to get right into it. He's the body man himself, see. I know he wants to get right in on it. Huh? I keep calling you Stacy. I'm gonna weld this together for a second. Perfect timing, actually. Help me hold this. Oh, not this. I'll give you in a second, but perfect timing to help me hold when I get this welded. Perfect timing. Yeah, you want to look right at her, obviously. Good job, Fina. Good job. Oh, okay. It's an awful long piece of pipe you got there, son. Alrighty, so what's going to happen is I want to put some, if I'm talking loud and all that stuff, I'm just talking to the camera. You guys are watching. How's that? 10-4. 10-4. So this pipe is actually supposed to be straight, and I want to come from that piece of pipe going up there above the stack and come down to this piece of round here, and I want some contour in it, just like the picture I got on the back of the truck. So I'm going to do my famous trick. I'm going to get side. I don't know if it's famous or not, but it does the deal. So basically I'm going to give this thing a little bend. I figured I'd do it. while it's welded, it'd be easier than, we're getting all the bend in the center. Tracy, you take the end of that and just sort of mock it up against the back part of that corner. Yeah, let's lay it right on top of that, actually. I'm thinking I want more bend all over the whole thing. All right, I can see this. I got it. Try to get two of these the same is going to be the trick. Take that helmet off for a minute. I seem to be in a rush, boys, because I only got so much time to perform.
You can stop after.
Yeah. Oh, take the windows out of the truck. We're bent a little bit too much where the weld is. I'll probably have to cut both ends off, but I can't help that. Can't help that. Watch yourself, sweetheart. No. Want to hold it again, Stacy? Tracy? Stacy, Tracy. I got another friend that's called Stacy. Come ahead a little bit. Got too much of a bend there in the center, sweetheart? I can't tell.
It's a little
It does
kink.
look to be mainly where the joint is, yeah.
Come hold this in, will you? So I can take a look at it. Please and thank you. I just want to stand back and take a look, that's all. Yeah, that's not making me happy. Maybe I should have bent one at a time. Alrighty. I have a bender that I can maybe I should have cut them apart and bent them that way. All right, I'm going to cut it apart. I'm getting my bend in the center of that. I don't want that. Cut that apart. Come on. Vicky, God, it will. See, that's going to be a hard part too, to get that. You know what I mean? When I get two pieces going like this, it's going to be hard to get it straight. I might have one angle this way, one angle. You know what I'm saying?
Run a pencil or tape line down.
And then turn it. Yeah, and then put it back together with the lines.
Or can you just relief that side closest to you and pull it apart without cutting it all off?
Well, there's a whole bunch of ways I can do it. I can put a relief cut in it so it bends.
No, I mean where it's welded. Like just cut half of it and then open it back up.
Open it up, weld it up.
Right, but
To take some of the bend back out of where it's.
yeah, but I want all that bend. I want more bend.
Yeah.
And all this, I want bend in that.
Okay.
Right, and I want bend in that.
You want to keep what you got there, but add to the center of both of the other pipes.
Right, I want more bend in the pipe that I have with it. My marker, where'd that bad boy go? Took off, didn't it? Didn't want nothing to do with the situation. There, he's right there. I'm just going to cut it apart, but this is what I'm going to do. See what happens. Watch your ears. This one. Just want to look down at it. Nah. Just want a little bit more. You know, the old fours level, when I suppose I got the ends all bent, so you got that there, just hold that right there like that. Just like, I'm liking that, that's not bad. I'm liking that, it's not bad. Hold that down again. Your job's not over.
I didn't get fired yet. Okay, there you go.
What's going on is I'm having a little issue with bending going on. It's bending in the center nice, but it's not bending right here. Do you know what I mean? I got a nice bend in the center. But anyways, I'm gonna put it together.
Do they both have that same bend?
Well, I just want a nice bend the whole way. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it wants to be, when you look up, you want to see it go like this, not, yeah, I want a nice. Basically, what's going to happen probably, I'll get it tacked on there, and basically what's going to happen, I'm going to have to get my little pipe, my big pipe bender, that blue thing. That's going to take a little bit, and I'll have to maybe apply it maybe here a little bit, and there a little bit. But basically what I want to do is I want to get it set on there, and then I can see what it looks like. I'll have to cut these ends off. Take this thing, grind the pipe off again. Isn't that always the way? It's always the way. Jesus. Come on now. Behave. Welder's turned on. Line my two lines up again. And the ends are kind of making me not happy.
Want that held down?
Well, I'm just kind of wondering if my mark that I made is lined up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the welder wouldn't be over here far enough. Come on over. Atta girl. Looks good. Lined up anyways. Ouch. Yeah, I want to lift this up. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Hard to believe that was a thought of mine. How am I going to get that round, that distance? But that's what it took. I'm still up there a little bit. I've got a crown coming right here. I've got a flat sort of, and then I got a crown going on here with a little bit of flat. So what's going to have to happen is I got a little pipe bender at a Princess Auto. Hurt my wrist somehow. And I'm going to have to get it in here and do a little bit of bending to make that have a little crown right there. We've got crown here because when I bang it in on the pipe on the ground, the center of the pipe is taking the brunt where it's getting the crown. This is sort of staying a little bit straight. So basically, I'm going to have to get the pipe bender out and give it some more crown in places where it's flat. And that's the issue right there that that's crooked than a ram's horn. Anyways, you gotta cut that back apart. What, sweetheart? Did you like that? I'm gonna cut that back apart. I knew it just when I seen that end, how flat it's on that end, where the flatness is on that end, two different spots. One to hold it together. Who wants to eye that up for me and tell me when it's straight? Do you know what I'm saying? I gotta take it off. Alrighty. If you'll flick that welder back on for me, that'd be great. And then stay put. Yeah, you need it. I'll need it ground, obviously. All right, you make it straight, will you? Please and thank you. And then I can tack it back together.
I can't tell, but I think...
I know what you're saying because my hand's away. Will you come down the other end, hold the other end? All right. If I hold my hands on the bottom of this bad boy, can you guys make it straight?
I'll straight there. As far as like from him to me.
Good. Look straight, does it?
Yeah.
All right. I need 6 people to do this job. All right. Still look straight?
Stay?
Still.
Looks good.
Okay. Is it going to stay? Well, that's another question. Woo! We got the bend on her now. I like it. I love it. I don't think it's going to come apart. Cool. Thank you. It's all fun and games till you can't get it done.
That looks good.
I'm liking that because I can bend that where the flat spots are. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off up here.
So we hold that other end so you can eyeball it?
Yeah, I would love that. It actually will sort of hold itself with the end in there, but
You want it just like that?
just like that, please and thank you. Hey, we're talking now, we're talking. Yeah, I'm liking that. Got to see where the flats, you got nice here. I don't mind this here, but it's sort of flat right there, and that's where I'm going to have little more rise in it. What time are we at?
40.
40?
Yep.
I'll get that bad boy and give her a little. There's no sense in me welding it on unless it looks right.
Yeah, plus you have to.
Basically, I'm going to take it back off. Thank you. This is what I'm going to do real quick, hopefully. No, I'm just going to bend it, I guess, with my pipe. I got a pipe bender I'm going to bend it with. Try to get her looking right, and then if I can get that done. Where's that bad boy at? Is it underneath? See it? Ba 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 ba. Maybe it's over there underneath the. Okay. I don't know where that jack thing is, do you? I'm gonna do it one more time. Take a look. I have that thing there, but that's not what I'm looking for. That probably would actually rolled the exhaust pipe probably the best. Right there, probably would have. But I got to change the dies for that. That probably would have done the job. That would have done the job. I know it would have. I don't know where that pipe bender is.
Is it blue?
Yeah. I don't know where that's at.
Is it in the containers?
What's that?
In the containers?
Probably. I should have put it in the pipe bender. I got a pipe bender, would have graded. Yeah, I should have done it that way. Should have done it that way. There it is. There it is. How do I get that out now? Alrighty. That's what I should have done. What I actually want to do is I want to put in that pipe bender and roll it. But it's going to take me some time to straighten that out. I think it would be a much better job, and I can do each piece the same. Alrighty. I'm going to have to take some time to take the dies out of that and get it so what's going on is I'm changing my plan. And my plan is to take this apart. This takes time. You got to take the back off it, and then you got to change the die. Do I have a one for 2-inch? Let's check it out. And change the die. And what I would do is that won't give me a 90 or anything, but it would bend that exhaust pipe, I'm pretty sure. And what I can do is I can mark it and get them all the same. So that's what I have to do. So I'm going to end it like that. You're going to have to come back and watch next time. I'm going to have to take that roller apart and put in that die set, and then I will cut this exhaust pipe apart and I'll roll each piece, try to get them all the same, and that roller should get them all the same. So I'll do 4 pieces of exhaust pipe and then I'll have both the same when I weld them together. And no doubt, we got company this weekend. I can get my company to help me, and we'll do a little video putting it on. All right, everybody, have a good one. Learning I am how to make that piece. Just had to step back for a minute. I thought I could bend it and do that, but better off to put it in the roller. That there, if I start doing it this way, then I'm not going to know for sure on the other piece that I do. Like if I basically use that roller and set it the same each time, then each piece I roll will be the same. I'll have the same contour here as I will there and as I will there. Signing off.